Uh, Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushua, Ba'Hashem, Makakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Most High in a little while. And Shalom to all the brothers doing the work of Syrian truth. Got this article on, what the fuck is it called? RT, which, yeah, it's an op-ed. And it's the guy kind of going into how in the UK over here they're saying like all restrictions on everything is going away. In what, like 2 weeks? Just under 2 weeks, like on the 19th or whatever. So, people are bugging out. So it's funny, man. People are bugging out at the concept of basically being able to to go out and do whatever the fuck they want. They're bugging the fuck out. They don't like they're losing their minds. So okay, let me read a bit. It says the proposed relaxing of sea restrictions in England has sparked a social media meltdown from new abnormal enthusiasts. Boris Johnson has announced that masks and social distancing are likely to end on July 19th, which has predictably been met with a hysterical, irrational response by those who don't seem to want life to ever return to normal. Talk about being triggered. Boris Johnson's press conference on Monday sent sent hashtag wear a mask Twitter into a hyperbolic meltdown of epic proportion. The PM announced that the public would have independence from burdensome domestic sea restrictions, which were supposed to have lasted for only 3 weeks, but instead have lasted for 16 months. On the 19th of July 19. That's hilarious. With the confirmation of this coming on July 12th. The relaxing of restrictions had been foreshadowed in an article in Mail on Sunday by the new UK Health Secretary Sajid Javid, in which he said Britain would need to learn to live with sea. Yeah, and that's why it's like people are bugging the fuck out, because it's funny as hell. Because one girl at work was just kind of like, oh, why are they just doing it all at once? Why don't they just do it bit by bit? There's still people that need to get their max shots, and I was just like what? I don't know. I'm like, you people are bugged out, man. You guys are actually thinking like you're actually afraid to just go out and walk outside. Like it's wild how, and this is the thing is Esau's just got these elites. They've like done it. It's been a process of continual, sustained assault on the mental health of the people out here, man. They've just been completely their brains have been zapped, overwhelmingly zapped by what do you call it, man? Just by like all the things that like all the pressures been put on them. Say like, oh, you're gonna kill Granny and all that. People have been bugged out. That's why it's like now, okay, you can just go and do anything you want. They're just like, no, but why would you do that? It's not safe. So that's why people are, and that's it's keeping people's minds basically where they're just gonna be looking like, look, when Esau comes out with whatever the justification he's utilizing to bring in further to bring in further controls in future, people are just gonna be like, oh well, I guess they'll be ready more than willing to just run with whatever they push out, man. Because for them, they're already living in abject terror, man. They're thinking like, oh no, going outside. And I'm just like, bro, I'm like, how you y'all want to just sit in your rooms all day. Like, it's funny as hell, because it's the two sides of like how people move out here. You got the people that are like they're just looking to go back to blissing it up as swiftly and as intensely as possible. And then you got the other side, which is the people that never want to believe that they can never come to any form of harm ever in their life, man. But for them, they bug the fuck out, man. They don't really like, look, it's like the Lord has a set time for when you're gonna get annihilated, man. It's a wrap. If you're gonna get you're gonna get taken out, and you're gonna get taken out. Nothing you can do. But that's why it's people are bugged, man. They're really out here just thinking like, oh no, like until this whole pandemic happened, they were thinking, they were just like, oh, they were living in complete and total bliss. They'll think everything blah blah blah, everything's fine. But now it's just like, oh no, wait, there's danger, bro. You could have died crossing the road, man. Chill out. So it says what the government. Okay, so. So while we should all remain cynical about what the government have planned for the autumn, which they're more likely than not going to bring it back anyway, and that's these people are going to be cheering because they're going to cheer as they get the mark put within them, man. That's the same people. Javid declared, rightly in my opinion, that opening the country up would actually make us healthier, physically and mentally. Cue the most incredible Twitter meltdown ever seen. And yeah, it's these people have been bugged, but it's that's the thing is what they've been indoctrinated with over the last couple months. They're basically already bowing to the to the government's will. Like, they're already broken. So it says what the government was proposing was genocide. Why are the British people accepting this? We need to close borders, effective test and trace, and social distancing through bi-weekly and remote and in-person education in schools. Masks indoors, work from home, and vax until infections are really low, then recover slowly. Opined one tweeter ironically with the moniker Freedom. Citing Orwell again, who said satire was dead, the Observer's Carol Cadwallader, it's Welsh, man, I don't know that shit, tweeted, war is peace, freedom is slavery, health is the deliberate mass infection of an entire nation's children with a novel mutating V with unknown long-term consequences. But yeah, same thing applies to the Max. Like, people, there was one. It's funny because there's one guy. He's a customer at my place, and it's like I ain't seen him in a what, like maybe 4 or 5 months since a while back. He just went off to like Dubai and was just chilling over there. But he said like it was him and his wife, and then he said that he'd got the Max and his wife hadn't, and he said since he got it, he just had been feeling out of sorts like for months on end. Since he'd got it, like, he just never actually felt better. He just always felt off. I was like, imagine that. Like, and his wife was like, nah, she didn't want to get. But then he was just like, yeah, he was feeling out of sorts. And I was like, that's well, really, what these men are. It's like with that Max, man. It's like the people that have taken it, they've been given that trial run, man. They're basically just the guinea pigs. They're being slung out there. Like they're basically just part of it is the mark as well, how the uptake of that is gonna be. And it's as well, it's obviously it's affecting them because there's another article I got where it says they say the sea affects, changes people's blood in the long term, and there's a few other things, man, as well. But it's obviously it affects them. It changes their body, man. So then, and that's people are still just in hysterics, just saying like, just don't do it. It's funny as hell. So okay, so the hashtag wear a mask was trending with a whole succession of self-righteous virtue signalers telling the world that they would continue to mask up after July 19, whatever the government announced. Yeah, and that's the thing. You're gonna see people continue to just run with it, because they're in fear, man. They're in fear. They're scared. They're afraid, and they want they want the government to make them feel safe. But first of all, your government ain't interested in making you feel safe. That should already be clear. And secondly, it's you guys are what's the word, man? No, is it taught? No, you guys are ingredients, man. You guys are components of this new world order that's being implemented, man. You guys are just gonna be ground down and pushed through into this new world order, man. They ain't looking, they ain't doing it for your safety. It's about control, and that's it. And these guys being all bugged out. Yeah. Okay. Isaiah 30, well, actually, you know what? Really, okay. So Isaiah 30 and 1 says, "Woe to rebellious children, saith Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin." And obviously this applies to Israel. This applies to Israel. But it's like now all the what do you call that? Applies to Israel, but it's now everyone. Everyone's in the same spirit of following after and basically looking up to, deifying Esau, man. Esau, Edom. They're all looking at him as the God on earth, and basically what he says and does out here. They're then just gonna follow and just be like, please. They're coming to him for the want of all things. They're coming to him, and whatever he says, whether he says it's safe or it's dangerous, they're gonna run with it. But that's why it's like, for like the last almost a year and a half, people have just been like, no, you're not safe. Everyone's gonna go out and die. Like, you go back like 2 months. Was it 2 months? Maybe a month and a half, even short. It's not that long ago. You're seeing non-stop footage of just people in droves in India just dying and dying. That's what's in their mind. They're thinking like everything open up. They're like, no, we're gonna die. Come on, man. But that's all they want is this system as it stands and to continue forever. They want to be able to continue to go back to how it was before. And they've been told like, hey, look, as long as you as long as you bow to the system, everything will be fine. So this is what the walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Yeah, they're strengthening in Pharaoh, man, trusting in Egypt. All Esau's systems, man. That all these different governmental organizations. That's what they're looking forward to. They're looking to NHS. They're looking to the Labour Party, the Tory Party. They're looking to all these different associations that he's basically power structures Esau's built within his kingdom, and looking for them to provide them with salvation, man. But all these systems are about the interests of the elites. All their power has been consolidated, so they can push forward their agendas, their desires, their wants upon the world and upon the people. That's what they're looking to do. This is, this is about, spiritual wickedness in high places. Guys are in the dark, before, doing what they desire. Um, which is trying to basically trying to have the earth under their thumb forever, which ain't gonna run. Strengthen themselves and trust and share. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt to your confusion. Yeah, so that's what's happening. Trusting in it is now they're getting confused because it's gone one way, now it's flipped another, and it's really a thing for them. They're just thinking like, yo, um, they they want and desire, to feel safe. But now the elites, they're in it's that Revelation 12 and 12. They're coming down with great wrath because they have a short time. It's not about, keeping the people blissed off. Now's the time where the chaos comes in, to where they're, people are gonna accept any solution, man. Any solution from the chaos, which includes that mark, man. And the people have been they've been prepared, man. They're ready. They're ready for it. Let me get this as well. So Isaiah 31 and 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses, and trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong. But they have not looked unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek Yahweh. Yeah. So a great vast majority of Jake out here are just looking to the system, man. They're looking to the Esau for, really what they desire is this kingdom, this rulership, this present way Esau's running things, to just continue on. As it's gone, like, with no changes, man. They don't desire any adjustments. They've adjusted to life in Babylon. They love it. They want it to continue, man. So that's why they're gonna get down with whatever needs to be done. To whatever needs to be done to continue to what do you call it? Live in Babylon, have their bliss, man. But hey, it ain't gonna run, man. It's at its end. All this folly, all this BS, is coming to an end. Like, even they're gonna open things up for summer. We'll see to what extent, for how long. But they have what's it called? Furlough extended to like September, I think, is when it ends. And they said they're looking to do boosters in September or October, one of them, towards like when school opens back up. So then is when you're gonna have it changed back, and people are gonna love it, and they say, okay, this might just have to be how we do it going forward. It's about a new world order, man. They're changing everything up, and they're doing it gradually, man. Chipping away at the people gradually. So yeah, I'll leave it there. Shalom, Shalom.